A couple of minutes, but if you're here to speak and you'd like to address the council, if you'll just contact our municipal clerk, she'll give you a form to fill out. Call to order the December 1st, 2025 City Council meeting. If you would call the roll, please.
Kathy Griffith. Here. Sid Porter.
Here.
Here. Billy Williams.
Here.
Adam Webb.
Here.
Rob Clark.
Here.
Mark Ham.
Here. Would you please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? It's going to be led by Girl Scout Troop 798.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Item 2 is our consent docket. Make a motion we approve the consent docket, items A through I. Second. Had a motion to approve the consent docket, items A through I. If you call the roll, please.
Kathy Griffith. Yes. Sid Porter.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt. Yes. Billy Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Rob Clark.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes. Item 3. Consider acceptance of the city's financial audit report for the fiscal year ended June 30th, 2025.
Mayor and council, I trust you all have your audit books handy. We've once again received an unqualified opinion, and our auditor, Bob Dillon, is here to make a presentation and answer any questions you may have.
Thank you.
Thank you, John. Council, we did recently finish the audit for June 30 of 2025. The audit report itself is broken up into about 6 main categories that are outlined in your table of contents. The first category is our audit opinion. The second is the management discussion and analysis, which is prepared by the city, and it's a condensed version of the financial statements with narrative of what's transacted during the year. The third item is your basic financial statements and footnotes. That's a major portion of the annual report. Next is required supplemental information. It deals mainly with the budget results, pension information, and post-employment retirement benefits. Next is the other supplemental information. It's mainly the combining schedules of the individual funds. Lastly, there's statistical information which summarizes the last 10 years by various categories. It shows a lot of growth for the city over the last 10 years. There's really a lot of good information in there. Our audit opinion was an unmodified opinion, which indicates that we didn't find any material in the statements, in the financial statements. And in addition, we have an opinion report on internal control In governmental compliance, it also does not have any findings or question costs. We had about $1.8 million in federal expenditures awards. Most of that is Homeland Security grants, about half of it is. Normally we present, there's a separate report that has to go out on the federal awards. Normally, we present that special audit at the same time we present this one, but there's an annual audit program that comes out in May normally of every year. We haven't received that yet from the feds, so we can't complete the single audit at this point. And when we get that program, then we'll be able to finish up on the single audit reports. And we'll file it at that point in time. Also, earlier we had done the calculation for the city's millage rate on your property tax. The city's portion of the millage rate has been fairly flat over the last several years. It was about 14.5 mils for last year. There's also part of that property tax is related to schools and then the county also. So this is 14.5 is just the city's portion. Equally important is the collection ratio of the property tax, and historically it's always been right around 100%. We collect just about everything we assess. It was 99% this last year. Your debt service coverage on your revenue bonds is required to be 1.25 times the annual debt service payments. Your actual debt service ratio is 5.75, which is a healthy coverage ratio. Any excess pledged sales tax is returned back to the general fund. Your sales and use tax is one of your primary revenue sources. It was fairly flat from last year also. The general fund had a carryover last year of about $24 million, including an unassigned carryover balance for next year's expenditures of about $14 million. That's about 24% of your budgeted revenues. So you're carrying over about 24% of what your annual revenues are. That too is fairly healthy. The city has established a reserve fund for unforeseen emergencies. There was an increase of $1 million in September of 24, and that brought a total of $5.5 million. There's also been an additional $1 million that has been reserved in October of 25. Your long-term debt went up about $9 million. There was a GO issue that was issued, and there was also a revenue note that was issued. Any questions I can answer? Any question about the audit itself?
Any questions, council? Nope. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate all the help from the city employees too, that we couldn't do it without them, so thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we just need a motion to accept the report.
Make a motion that we accept the report as presented.
Second.
We've had the motion and second. Would you call the roll, please?
Sid Porter.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt. Yes. Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Rob Clark.
Yes.
Kathy Griffith. Yes. Mark Ham.
Yes. Item passes, and thank you, and thanks Brooks and all of your staff for giving us another good audit. Item 4 is receive a presentation from Layden Nelson, Access Program Manager with the Oklahoma Turnpike Authority, to provide an update on Access Oklahoma Program East-West Connector.
Thank you, Mayor, and thank thank you to everyone here at Moore. This is very special to me. I am from Moore, so it was a great pleasure for me to come and speak on behalf of the Turnpike Authority and how these projects will impact the city of Moore. So, as the mayor mentioned, my name is Leanne Nelson. I am the Access Program Manager for the Turnpike Authority, and I want to talk to you about two projects. The two projects are going to be the Canadian River Bridge for the East-West Connector, as well as the Effluent Line project that is actually the city of Moore's effluent line. So the first one that we're going to start with, you will see on the screen, is going to be the Canadian River crossing, and that actually connects Newcastle to the city of Moore and the city of Norman, and that is along the East-West Connector closer towards the H.E. Bailey Turnpike, and that's where State Highway 37, right in that Tri-City area, you will see that in that yellow, that's the bridge that spans over, that's what we call the Canadian River Bridge. That's the one that spans over that. It is over a mile long. It's actually 1.25 miles long. That bridge is going to be the longest in the state for the record, as we are spanning over the Canadian River in its entirety.
So just real quick, Newcastle is south of that bridge? Where's the current crossing?
So there is no current crossing in this, are you talking about along the Bailey?
It's there now on the,
Yes, that one's going to be north, sir.
okay.
Yes. So where you see, I believe it says US 62 maybe, that is where it's at.
So it crosses north and south now. We're going to have an east-west connector that's new.
So this river bridge is going to be, it is a $96 million project, and it's going to consist of two bridges, one for the eastbound and one for the westbound directions, and this will create a direct route over, as I mentioned, from I-44 Newcastle area over to I-35 in the Moore-Norman area. This is extremely vital because, Mayor, as you mentioned, the river crossing is that north-south one over there. There is no east-west river crossing. So that is what restricted some of the mobility from the municipalities, and that's where the Turnpike Authority is coming in with a new river crossing and creating that connection between the municipalities. So we wanted to create that and be as efficient as possible, as well as staying out of that floodplain in the Canadian River. For this project, it is $96 million. That was the latest bid that we got in November. We do plan on taking this to the December board for the Turnpike Authority, our board, and we're going to recommend approval. If it gets approved in December, that does result in construction starting in sometime in spring of 2026, but the contractor can ultimately opt to start at whatever time they seem fit. During the course of construction, we do have a span that spans over the ordinary high water mark. We did that intentionally so we can stay out of that ordinary high water mark to help improve the water quality, to not impact any of the species that are in that area. So we went and designed the bridge, that span, to stay completely out of that, and the contractor has to stay out of that area in order to be in compliance. Turnpike Authority does have a third-party inspection that we have hired on. This is a third-party environmental assessment team that will go out weekly at a minimum to inspect the project to ensure that the project is in compliance per ODEQ requirements. This project, as well as others along the East-West Connector, does have milestones attached to it in order to facilitate the early completion of the project. So if we talk about the project that is in yellow, we do have a little over $2 million that up to over $2 million that a contractor can get incentive, just so we can ensure that that connectivity will occur in 2027 and they can do it as effectively and efficiently as possible. So during this river bridge crossing, we do also want to mention, at the same time in November when this bridge was let, we did have another twin set of bridges that was let during this time. These are the bridges over Pennsylvania, so those bridges will also be ongoing during the river crossing bridges. There will be some points to where Pennsylvania will be closed as the East-West Connector construction is ongoing, you all are going to be experiencing, or anyone who is Oklahoma City, or any people from the traveling public, they will be experiencing those closures throughout the course of the East-West Connector, which bleeds into 2027. So next I want to talk about the effluent line project. As you all can see on the screen, everything that is in the blue is going to be the effluent line for the city of Moore. So I do want to say from the Turnpike Authority's perspective, the city of Moore has been a great partner with us. We have been working with the staff hand in hand with facilitating for any of the needs for the project, and you all have been a great help with us. So we definitely appreciate all the hard work you have done in order to facilitate this project with the East-West Connector. So everything in blue, we are going to be relocating that line in order to facilitate for the new turnpike. This results in 2 30-inch lines that we are going to be facilitating, and it's over 38,000 linear foot of pipe. During the installation of this pipe, at no given time, the effluent line is going to be impacted. That means the contractor has to work around, either work around the line or create any temporary connections to ensure that the effluent line is functional at any given time. The OTA will pay for 100% of the cost of the relocation, as it is needed for the facilitation of the East-West Connector. This includes design, right-of-way, material purchasing, and all of the construction cost, which results in over $50 million. This project is slated for a February 2026 construction ready with a March 26 award date once the board does approve that. Construction is going to start immediately, which results in March of 26. You all will see contractors going out there starting to start excavating and prepping and get ready to install these materials. The city of Moore has purchased the materials, and we are expected to be putting in this pipe as quickly as possible because the delivery should be matching up at the same time as the contract is awarded. As you can see on the screen, you can see everything in the blue. The line starts just west of Pennsylvania, and it continues easterly towards the Moore pump station that is over there, the Moore wastewater treatment plant that's at the northeast quadrant of I-35, East-West Connector, and the Indian Hills interchange. With that, I would be happy to answer any questions that you all may have about these 2 projects.
So the bridge and then the rest of the corridor all happens at once?
So the river crossing bridge is one of the first to start, and that was one of the first to let. So those 2 are one of the first to see course of construction to start immediately in 2026, but we will be letting out projects for bid throughout 2026 with the anticipation of opening the full East-West Connector between I-35 and I-44 by the end of 2027. So what that facilitates is a minimum connection. So all of traffic will be on the westbound direction of the East-West Connector. So there will be 1 lane per direction that will be free-flowing along the westbound, as the eastbound direction is going to be built. Once the eastbound is fully built, then we will flip both lanes of traffic onto the proposed eastbound, and the westbound will function as the 2 westbound lanes. Great question, Mayor.
So the Pennsylvania bridge that you mentioned, you're just going to build an overpass over
Yes, sir.
Pennsylvania? All right.
Yes.
And you said that Pennsylvania will be closed for a period of time?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
And I get the other question I would have, as I look at this, so all the access points, I know that there were some issues, but that has all been worked out along the whole corridor. We're going to have multiple access points to the turnpike.
Yes, sir. So originally, with access at the Hummer, we did have proposed interchanges, and then we had taken them out. Now we have entered those back in as well as all of Frontage Road. So all of the original interchanges are now back and will be under the maintenance of Cleveland County.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Are there any other questions from the council?
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Good information. Thank you very much.
That would bring us to item 5. Consider approval of addendum number 3 with Freeze and Nichols in the amount of $55,775 for additional engineering services for Northeast 12th Street reconstruction, I-35 to Eastern Avenue project.
Mayor and council, this addendum can be broken up into about 3 or 4 different areas of work that are going to be accomplished that were not in the original contract. Originally, the project was prepared for design to basically replace panels that were bad along 12th Street. And then, since that time, we were able to acquire an additional $7.2 million in ACOG funds, and the the subgrade was not in condition that we should just go out and do panel replacement. We need to go ahead and replace the entire roadway project. And so that, they will be doing that. But along the way, one of the areas that is requesting additional funds on this particular addendum is the additional work on some stormwater. East of the intersection, or east of the railroad track, we will be, well, we're going to go back to the original plan again. There was no, really, because it was a panel replacement, there were no, the only drainage improvements we were going to be making was doing an extension of the drainage structure that goes underneath 12th Street, just east of the U-Haul. And we're extending that so that we can put in a bicycle pedestrian trail. And then as we accrued additional funds, and more importantly, as we observed during the storm system, the high-intense storms that we experienced over the last 2 years, we asked them to take a look at that area east of the railroad tracks. Every time we get a heavy rain, the outside lanes will keep completely inundated with water, as well as the majority of the inside lane. So we asked them to take a look at that, and we do, part of the addendum is to go ahead and make some improvements to the drainage in that area, because it was a problem where we could see some cars stalling out as they go through that area. The other was the traffic signals at I-35 and on the east side of I-35, and the traffic signals at Broadway in 12th Street. Originally, we were going to be using the existing signals, and over time, we've gone ahead and we've updated the type of signals that we now use. We use all radar, and then the cabinets for these 2 particular traffic lights were ancient. And so we've asked them to go ahead and look at designing, to do a full design to completely replace both intersections with new traffic signals. Probably the largest portion of the addendum comes from the area of just additional coordination with the utility companies. The original contract required an original meeting with all of the utilities at one meeting, and then they would coordinate with them individually as they reviewed their plans after they submitted how they were going to relocate their utilities. And since that, the engineers had to work and coordinate with the utility companies, and has had 9 different meetings with each of them. And so it's just become, it requires a lot more coordination than originally thought nowadays, than what we used to be having to deal with. And then finally, additional funds for, as we're negotiating with property owners for right-of-way, a lot of them want to see their plans, how it's going to look on an aerial, so they can have an aerial view to see exactly how much of their property is going to be taken. Is it going to incorporate a tree, or is it going to incorporate this? 11 of the 33 parcels required us to go ahead and do additional revisions to the temporary construction easements and so forth. So they basically had to redo a third of the legal descriptions and exhibits for those. And it's kind of a long summary, but that's where the majority of the money is going for this.
Then the light at 12th and Eastern was already part of the original contract, right?
The light at 12th and Eastern was part of that. If you recall, that used to be a separate project when we started out, and then we combined the two. So that was under a different contract, correct?
Very good. Hey, since we're talking about this, just real quick, are we looking at doing some fencing along the south side of 12th between the train tracks and Broadway?
Yes, yeah, we are. We've looked at, currently they all have chain link fences, and we're looking at probably utilizing stockade fencing for the fronts of those properties.
That's great.
Thank you.
Recommend approval.
Make a motion to approve. Thank you.
Second.
Okay, we've had a motion and a second. Would you call the vote, please?
Melissa Hunt. Yes. Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Rob Clark.
Yes.
Kathy Griffith.
Yes.
Sid Porter.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes, item carries. Item 6 is consider the final plat of Cardinal Landing Phase 1 located in the northwest quarter of Section 30, Township 10 North, Range 3 West, being south of Southeast 19th Street and east of Bryant Avenue. Application by Calera Land, Oklahoma, LLC, Derek Kennedy. The Planning Commission recommended 7-0. This is in Ward 1.
Mayor and council, this site is located south of Southeast 19th Street and east of Bryant Avenue. The property was zoned R1 as a planned unit development in 2021 with a preliminary plat of 492 homes on 155 acres. That results in an overall density of just about 3 living units per acre. The PUD approved large communal open spaces and recreational amenities, but with narrow lots and smaller building setbacks to maximize the lot coverage requirements. A final plat for this addition was approved in 2023, but since that time, the property has come under new ownership, and the extents of the final plat have been expanded to include a secondary entrance to Southeast 19th Street with the first phase of development. Public water and sewer will be extended to serve the site, and stormwater detention for this development is required and is provided in the common area B. FEMA floodplains and floodways are located along the southern boundary of the site. Lots 12 through 14 of Block 1 have portions of the lot within the 100-year floodplain. All FEMA requirements for development in a floodplain must be met. To meet the 2021 drainage criteria, all lots must be set back a minimum of 25 foot from the top of bank of the Southern Creek. Access to the final plat is provided by South Bryant Avenue and Southeast 19th Street. They are both rural arterial roadways. With the zoning approval, City Council did require the construction of a 10-foot wide multi-use trail along South Bryant to comply with the comprehensive plan. This phase of development includes approximately 850 feet of the frontage along South Bryant Avenue. The envisioned MORE 2040 plan calls for this location to be open space residential. Land uses in open space residential include existing neighborhoods with large lots or new neighborhoods with smaller lots featuring significant open space, up to 3 lots per acre and 30% open space. This application was reviewed as to its conformance with the intent of the plan, and due to the provided amenities in the planned unit development, which have already been approved, and the overall density or overall open space of 35%, This first phase of development conforms with the goals outlined in the comprehensive plan, and an amendment is not required. This final plat is in conformance with the preliminary plat, and staff recommends approval of this application. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
So help me, page 115 of our packet.
Yes. That is
That
the,
doesn't look anything like what page 117 or 18 looks like.
no, so that is actually the preliminary layout of the preliminary plat.
Okay, so.
Right, that's just to
what
kind of
we're
give
voting on
you some
tonight is not
context
that.
of what's happening. And then pages 116 to 117 is what the common areas will be built out with.
Yeah.
Because some members weren't on the council at the time the planned unit development was approved, I just wanted to give some more information on what would actually be out there. But then the copies of the actual plat that you're approving tonight are found on page 120 and 121.
Okay, thank you very much. Any concerns with the water flow through there at all?
Well, there's a lot of water. We have had one meeting already with their engineer and the city's consulting engineer for drainage, NESHAC, which is now WSB. So they are, the developer's engineer is aware that, drainage is a hot topic, especially right now, and our engineer is aware of all of the ins and outs of the drainage of that area. He was the one who did the modeling for the whole city, so he's very familiar with the waterways and, what the city, what they can handle. So we do have the drainage criteria adopted in 2021, and I can say that they will be meeting those requirements.
And we're paying attention to downstream, what we're going to do to downstream when this goes in.
Say that again?
We are paying attention to the effect of the downstream water flow.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. They are not allowed to raise the base flood elevation upstream or downstream.
Okay. All right, thank you. Any other questions for Elizabeth? Not, I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, we've had the motion and the second. We'll call a vote.
Ruby Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Rob Clark.
Yes.
Kathy Griffith. Yes. Sid Porter.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt. Yes. Mark Ham.
Yes. Item 7 is consider the final plat of Ace Hardware Edition located in the southeast quarter of Section 12, Township 10 North, Range 3 West, being north of Northeast 12th Street and east of Eastern Avenue. Application by WBR Properties, LLC, Ben Robbins. Planning Commission recommended 7-0 to send word to.
Mayor and Council, this site is located north of Northwest 12th Street, that's Northeast 12th Street and Eastern Avenue. It is currently zoned C3, General Commercial District. The lot is vacant and is 1.79 acres in size. The applicant wishes to develop the property into an Ace Hardware for retail sales. To prepare the site for development, a final plat is required. Public water and sewer is available to serve the site. Access will be from Northeastern Avenue, and one driveway will be permitted, maximum of 30-foot wide. There is no FEMA-regulated floodplain located on this site. Stormwater detention is required for the property, and all requirements of the 2021 drainage criteria must be met. The subject site is located along a major arterial roadway, and it is generally developed with wider commercial uses to the north and south and abutting a residential neighborhood to the east. Due to this lighter intensity of surrounding uses, any outdoor display will be reviewed at the occupancy permit level to ensure proper screening and placement to preserve the integrity of those surrounding areas. The envisioned MOR 2040 plan calls for this location to be neighborhood commercial. Land uses allowed in the neighborhood commercial land use designation include office, retail, and service uses that are convenient to residential areas. This application was reviewed as to its conformity with the plan. Based on the proposed use and the compliance with the city code, staff believes that this application does meet the intent of the neighborhood commercial land use and the overall goals of the plan. An amendment to the plan is not required. Staff recommends approval of the final plat. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
Are they going to do an on-site detention pond?
Right now, they're looking at parking lot detention.
Explain that.
You are allowed to have detention in your parking lot. It works primarily with smaller sites with not a lot of runoff. So this site is relatively flat, so the runoff won't be as, I guess, strong as if it were on a hill or more topography. So they're able to collect that stormwater in their...
We can contour the parking lot.
Right, and then slowly disperse it over time.
All right, very good.
Is that definitely what they're looking to do, or they have another place for the detention?
That is their proposal right now. We're reviewing that.
Okay.
And I know y'all will, but that's one of the areas of the city that have a lot of issues with flooding, so just be really diligent. I'd love for them to be able to come and be a part of our city, but I also want to...
Well, if we get the water out on Eastern, then I think we're okay, just as long as we're not dumping it back.
As long as it's not going back to the area, right, that where all the problems are.
That's part of what I was asking.
Right, okay, I see, yes.
Just how are we going to get rid of that water?
Right.
Okay, any other questions? If not, we just need a motion.
Make a motion to approve.
Second. We've had the motion and the second. You can call the vote, please.
Adam Webb?
Yes.
Rob Clark?
Yes.
Kathy Griffith? Yes. Sid Porter?
Yes.
Melissa Hunt?
Yes.
Louis Williams?
Yes.
Mark Ham?
Yes. Item passes. Item 8. Consider rezoning application number RZ1053 located in the northeast quarter of Section 16, Township 10 North, Range 3 West, being south of Northwest 12th Street and west of Santa Fe Avenue, from C3 General Commercial District to C3 PU General Commercial District, with a permissive use for automotive and equipment, light, and approved ordinance number 4525, application by Sonia Property Management. Planning Commission recommended denial 7-0. Ward 2.
Mayor and council, this property is located south of Northwest 12th Street and east of North Robinson Avenue. The property is currently zoned C3 General Commercial District. It consists of one lot of about 1 acre, which is developed as a strip center with retail spaces. The applicant is proposing to rezone the property to a C3 with a permissive use for the use unit classification of automotive and equipment light in order to operate a tire, retail, and repair shop. Public water and sewer are available to serve the site, and access is provided by Northwest 12th Street and North Robinson Avenue. The site does not contain any FEMA-regulated floodplain. There are currently no plans for constructing new structures on the site, therefore stormwater detention is not required at this time. The parcel is located in an area experiencing renewed development interest. We do have new residential uses being considered or in the planning phases to the north and south of the subject site. Being located along a major arterial roadway of Northwest 12th Street and in the residential collector street of North Robinson Avenue, the site has been used in the past for various retail and commercial businesses that support the residential areas uses in the area. While not requesting a change to the underlying zoning, the applicant is requesting for a permissive use to allow the use unit classification of automotive and equipment light. It should be noted that this use unit classification covers a variety of uses, which does include tire retail sales and repairs, but also includes car washes, auto alarm installation, and auto repairs. This existing commercial strip center is intended for retail storefronts only. There are no overhead doors or other areas that could accommodate indoor automotive repair work. The applicant has indicated that the repair work will be conducted outdoors on the east or south side of the facility. Potential land use conflicts that could arise from such an arrangement include the unsightly storage or display of tires, the unmitigated noises that would come from outdoor automotive work, and the potential for light trespass should work be performed outside of daylight hours. The Envision More 2040 plan calls this location to be community commercial, which are characterized by medium-intensity commercial uses, such as retail, office, and service uses. These centers are intended to include a mix of uses, and the application was reviewed as to its conformance with the plan. With the land use being designated as community commercial center, retail and medium-intensity commercial uses are encouraged, but only if the characteristics of such uses are compatible with the surrounding area. This site is in close proximity to existing and planned residential uses, especially multifamily and residential uses to the east and to the south. The proposed outdoor use with outdoor auto repair activity and tire displays are likely to have a negative impact to the surrounding and existing planned residential development. Therefore, staff believes that this application does not meet the intent of the city's comprehensive plan, and therefore does recommend denial of this application. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Yes.
It's not fair to it wouldn't be fair to the businesses over there, it wouldn't be fair to the residents over there, so
Is there anybody in the strip center now? Are there any businesses in the
I
strip?
believe that there are businesses in the strip center, but not in a particular space in the
So
strip
is the
center.
intent of this person to consume the whole?
No,
Or just
just a very,
He's bought the whole thing?
yes, he owns the entire lot that has the strip center, but his intent was for the tire shop to be the very easternmost rental spot where they would have the tires and the business office, and then they would do the tire repair, changing of tires. Outdoors on the east side of the property.
I think that neighborhood is more in need of beautification, compatible to more, the homes, I think across the street, they're looking at developing that property, that big open field. So I'm not in favor of it.
So when you talked about an uptick in the development in that area, can you talk a little more about that?
Yes, that's a little exciting for a planner. That area has long been neglected for new development, and there has been at least one tornado that came through and had some damage, so there's some vacant lots there that just have been sitting vacant. We have now had the area to the north has a new residential development which has already been approved. There's another one in the planning phase, which you will probably see in the upcoming months. And then there's another potential for a multifamily development just south of this property that is in the very initial planning phases. So we are seeing some new interest in the area, which we will hope might spur some more commercial interest on that corner of 12th and Santa Fe.
So this little shopping strip you're referencing, is that where like Bella's Pizzeria is?
Yes.
So he would take that existing building.
Just a unit of the building, at least
you'd be like next door to Bella, I mean, not,
Wow.
but in the same strip center as Bella's.
I was just making sure I understood that. I
The first
appreciate it.
unit on the east end.
Yeah, that doesn't look. All right, appreciate that.
So we just need to.
I don't think the residents would do that. It's either looking at it on Google
Is
Earth.
the applicant here? I don't, I was looking.
I don't believe the applicant is here.
Okay.
And it was denied at planning commission.
Did you have any citizens show up at the planning?
Did not have citizens show up at the planning commission.
Well, we just need to.
And this is in which ward?
This is in Ward 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I make a motion to recommend denial,
Second that.
or to deny it, however we're supposed to say.
Yeah, we've had the motion and second. Would you call the vote, please?
Bob Clark,
Yes.
Kathy Griffith. Yes. Sid Porter.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes. Item is Failed? Denied? Okay.
Denied, yeah.
Don't do that often.
No, we don't.
No.
Item 9 is consider approval of ordinance number 4725, amending Part 12, Chapter 2, Article A, Section 12-60, or 206E47 of the Moore Land Development Code by removing tattoo and/or body piercing parlors from the retail sales and services restricted use unit classification, providing for severability, and providing for a repealer.
Mayor and council, items number 9 and 10 on your agenda are companion items. The planning department, from time to time, fields calls for potential tattoo parlors who are interested in coming into the city of Moore. And generally, staff is hesitant to recommend rezonings for tattoo parlors, primarily due to the other undesirable uses in the use unit classification that is over the tattoo parlors. As you probably know by now, our zoning ordinance is segregated into use unit classifications that have similar uses all combined together. And this particular use unit classification is retail sales and services restricted. And these other desirable uses are things like pawn shops, food banks, blood donation centers, things that you wouldn't want to see a lot of in your community, and especially not a lot of in congregated in specific areas. Staff believes that tattoo parlors were grouped with these other uses at one time because tattoos were still considered taboo. And as we all know, that is really no longer the case. So in order to be more business-friendly and streamlining the process for the tattoo parlors, and still managing the location of the tattoo parlor, staff proposes to remove that use from the retail sales and services restricted use unit classification and place tattoo parlors as a special use permit. The special use permit, which is the next item on the agenda, goes through a rezoning process, so it would still have public notification, it would still have a planning commission and city council hearing. But it allows the city to place special conditions on these businesses. The conditions that are being proposed tonight is 1, it can't be located closer than 1,000 feet to a bar, nightclub, adult entertainment establishment, pawn shop, blood plasma donation center, and surplus stores. This will prevent those kind of uses from being together and having one area of town devolve into, a red light district or something similar to that. 2, that the property cannot be located closer than 300 foot from residential properties. We have measured this with our existing tattoo parlors, and all of the tattoo parlors today currently meet this requirement. And 3, the special use permit, once approved, can be revoked or suspended for good cause by the city council. And we've actually had several situations, or at least one that I can think of, come up in the past where there was some question as to whether or not a tattoo parlor operator had his license from the state of Oklahoma. If that turns out to be the case, and we can't seem to get answers from that operator, then council can then suspend or revoke the license. Or if they're causing undue noise or loitering, again, city council can suspend or revoke their special use permit. So just to keep up with the modern trends, staff recommends approval of these changes. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
I liked your phrasing of being friendly.
Yeah.
We need to do that along with buildings and buffers in, so, yep.
Yeah, I'm all for, someone wanting to open up a business and, and prosper in the city of Moore, but I like the regulations to it. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, we have had the motion and second. Would you call the vote?
Kathy Griffith, Yes. Sid Porter?
Yes.
Melissa Hunt?
Yes.
Louis Williams?
Yes.
Adam Webb?
Yes.
Rob Clark?
Yes.
Mark Ham?
Yes. Item passes. The companion item 10, consider approval of ordinance number 4825, amending Part 12, Chapter 4, Article H, Section 12-462 of the Moore Land Development Code by adding tattoo and/or body piercing studios as a special use permit, establishing use restrictions, and establishing a special use permit revocation process, providing for severability and providing for a repealer.
Go ahead.
Make a motion to approve?
Second.
We've had the motion and the second. You can call a vote.
Sid Porter?
Yes.
Melissa Hunt?
Yes.
Louis Williams?
Yes.
Adam Webb?
Yes.
Rob Clark?
Yes.
Kathy Griffith? Yes. Mark Ham?
Yes. Item passes. Thank you. Item 11 is consider approval of ordinance number 107125, amending Part 4 Animals, Article 4-1C, Impoundment Regulations, Sections 4-134, Redemption of Animals by adding language clarifying when the animal is available for adoption, Section 4-135, Disposition of Impounded Animals by adding language clarifying that the animal is available for adoption after the 5-day hold, providing for repealer and severability.
Mayor and Council, this is a small change to our disposition of impounded animals ordinance. What we are doing is we are removing the language that states the animal shall be destroyed after the lapse of 5 days, and we're going to be rephrasing that to read that the animal shall be made available for adoption after the lapse of 5 days. The way that I read currently, it could be interpreted that an animal could be euthanized or destroyed after the 5-day hold without any other reason other than the fact that the 5 days has elapsed. I think that making this change would require some type of reason in order to euthanize an animal. So I'd recommend approval on this.
So I have a question, because obviously not every single animal can be saved. They may come in injured, parvo, whatever. So is there another ordinance for that, or is it a policy? Who writes that policy?
That would be a policy. The way that it currently reads, that situation would not cover that anyway, the way it currently reads. So if there's an animal that was hit by a car, the ordinance as it is now, that would not apply. They would be able to euthanize the animal if it was, of course, in pain or suffering or whatever. The ordinance does not apply in that case right now anyway. The only thing that is changing right now is after the 5-day hold, there has to be a reason for euthanization other than we've had the animal for more than 5 days.
Okay. And policy doesn't come in front of city council, correct? Just ordinances?
As far as I know, I think there is a policy being written right now about that.
Yeah, we're in the process of updating policies.
Okay, any other questions? If not,
Go ahead, Melissa. It's your deal.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
we've had the motion and the second. Would you call the vote?
Melissa Hunt?
Yes.
Louis Williams?
Yes.
Adam Webb?
Yes.
Rob Clark?
Yes.
Kathy Griffith? Yes. Sid Porter?
Yes.
Mark Ham?
Yes, item passes. Item 12, consider approval of the 2024 Consolidation Annual Performance and Evaluation Report, CAPER, and adopt resolution number 12325, submitting said report to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. This is capital planning and resiliency.
Mayor and Council, this is an annual report that's submitted to HUD at the end of each program year. This report is for the 2024 program year, which ended in September of 2025. The amount of funds awarded this program year was $345,997. There was also $65,456.72 of CDBG COVID funding still available. The projects funded this last year were home-delivered meals for seniors, counseling for sexually abused children, youth counseling, forensic interviews for children, for housing services, substance abuse counseling, utility and rental assistance, rental deposit assistance, food assistance, and the reconstruction of sewer lines in the Regency Park neighborhood. The total number of residents that benefited from both the entitlement and COVID funds was 942, and a total of $3,376 is left over and will be rolled into the current year's budget. Staff recommends approval.
Very good.
Good job.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
We've had the motion and second. Can you call the vote?
Louis Williams?
Yes.
Adam Webb?
Yes.
Rob Clark?
Yes.
Kathy Griffith? Yes. Sid Porter?
Yes.
Melissa Hunt?
Yes.
Mark Ham?
Yes, thank you. Item 13 is consider authorizing the purchase of 26 rifles from Pro Force Law Enforcement in the amount of $44,671.12 as the lowest quote.
Mayor and Council, this is a request to expend Fund 6 budget monies for the maintenance, updating, and replacement of our weapon system, which are the rifles. This initial item 13, will allow us to purchase 26 rifles, and then item 14 is a companion item, which will be a separate request for the accoutrements or the attachments that go on it, like sighting systems, lights, slings, and suppressors. We'd recommend approval.
These all the same rifle?
Yes, sir. They are Daniel Defense rifles with an EOTech sight and Surefire lights. They're very nice, sir.
And just so the mayor and council know, Fund 6 is the general fund. Some of their capital items are budgeted from the general fund. The majority of them are budgeted from Fund 12, which is the half-cent sales tax, but in this particular instance, it is the general fund. Just wanted to make sure the council was aware of the distinction.
Thank you. And are all of our officers equipped with rifles?
Yes, sir. And we still have some older rifles that are with detectives and with non-frontline personnel. Some of these 26 will go to the front line, and then some of the newer ones that are on the front line will rotate to like detectives or support services.
Okay, great.
Make a motion to approve?
Second. We have had the motion and second. Would you call the vote?
Adam Webb?
Yes.
Rob Clark?
Yes.
Kathy Griffith? Yes. Sid Porter?
Yes.
Melissa Hunt?
Yes.
Louis Williams?
Yes.
Mark Ham?
Yes, item passes. And the companion, item 14, consider authorizing the purchase of rifle attachments for duty use from previously used vendors, including Pro Force Law Enforcement, H&H Shooting Sports, and Primary Arms in the amount of $38,549.57 to the aggregate of the lowest quotes.
Mayor and council, these are the attachment items such as sighting systems, suppressors, slings, and lights for the rifles. There's 3 different vendors on here, so some of the components will come from different vendors, but they'll all go onto one rifle. Recommend approval.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
And just out of curiosity, are these ready? I mean, once it's approved and we buy them, do they got to order them, or?
They'll have to order them, but whereas we were experiencing quite the backlog, we're not experiencing that type of backlog. And actually, one of the reasons why we're doing this is these new rifles that we've been purchasing recently allow us to put a suppressor on them. Multiple different reasons why we would want that. One is protection of the ears for the officers, but also if we ever do shoot indoors, whether it's in a real-life scenario or indoor training like an indoor range, we would definitely need suppressors when using rifles. And January 1st, suppressors go up, so we're gonna get in on it.
Great, I'm glad we're able to provide this.
So we can't leverage the tax stamp deal?
No, sir, not up
Tax
there.
stamp that falls off in January too.
I believe that's one of the reasons why it goes up, is because of tax stamp. They become, more people will be buying them.
We need to compare notes.
Okay. I would defer to Deputy Chief Green or Lieutenant Parker Ellis.
No more questions, just a motion and a second.
Make a motion to approve.
Oh, I already have them.
Oh, sorry. You do? I'm sorry. Would you call the vote, please?
Rob Clark?
Yes.
Kathy Griffith?
Yes.
Sid Porter?
Yes.
Melissa Hunt?
Yes.
Louis Williams?
Yes.
Adam Webb?
Yes.
Mark Ham?
Yes, item passes. Item 15, consider approval of budgeted purchase of 10 ticket writers and 10 Bluetooth printers with associated accessories to replace outdated models from Tyler Technologies in the amount of $35,917 using Sourcewell contract number 060624-TTI.
Mayor and Council, as the manager recently pointed out, this is a Fund 12 purchase where the majority of our capital comes from, and it is a budgeted purchase. One of the interesting parts here is we're actually asking to advance it on the capital calendar. We have not planned on purchasing it this soon, but the manager has worked with the manager. He reviewed it. He believes that it's appropriate to advance it on the capital calendar. There are funds available in Fund 12 to cover this purchase. What recently happened is we had 8 ticket writers go down for software, and Tyler said that they are not updatable, so they are out of service, and so we are short right now 8 ticket writers, and these are an item that officers use every day, whether it's traffic or criminal enforcement of misdemeanors and municipal court items. And so these were already planned to be purchased, these 10. We already had them on the capital calendar for this fiscal year. This is just going to purchase them a little faster than we thought we would recommend to.
And that's a handheld device that prints out the ticket, right? Or
This is the device that we get a lot of complaints about. Why'd you take my picture?
Oh,
Really? So it does, yes, sir. So they'll scan the driver's license, take your picture, and it'll print out a citation or a receipt or a warning or a trespass warning or any other type of item. So there are 2 items.
it sounds convenient for both parties to have it then.
They go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Are you able to get these? Appreciate it.
I guess Councilman Webb hasn't been pulled over recently, so.
Not too long ago, my tag, I forgot to do that.
Will you be able to get these quickly, or is this another one that might be back ordered?
No, this one, there will not be a problem getting these. I can't speak to a direct timeline quickly in government and large and Tyler-type purchases is relative, so I'm thinking 30 to 60
You
days.
are in need of them.
We won't get them next week, can't get them off the shelf, but in a timely manner, what can we do?
Make a motion to approve?
Second. Okay, would you call the vote?
Kathy Griffith? Yes. Sid Porter?
Yes.
Melissa Hunt?
Yes.
Louis Williams?
Yes.
Adam Webb?
Yes.
Rob Clark?
Yes.
Mark Ham?
Yes. Item passes. Thanks, Chief. Item 16 is approved the issuance of a $500 end-of-year stipend for all regular and probationary full-time active employees, as well as all regular part-time active employees receiving benefits as of December 1st, 2025, and a $250 end-of-year stipend for all other active part-time employees as of December 1st, 2025, per city resolution number 7023.
Mayor and Council, this is something that we try and do to recognize our employees at the end of each year for all their hard work and dedication to the city. And obviously, it's contingent upon the financial condition of the city and what may be happening in that particular year. Having looked at the year-to-date results, I believe that we're in a position to do this and recommend approval.
Brooks, thank you so much for working hard on that and keeping us in a good budget so that we can do something like that to appreciate our employees. So thank you very much.
Make a motion to approve.
Second?
And just for information, the council, we're not employees, we're elected officials, so we
We're not
don't
approving the
benefit of
bonus.
that. We've had the motion and second, would you call the vote, please?
Sid Porter?
Yes.
Melissa Hunt?
Yes.
Louis Williams?
Yes.
Adam Webb?
Yes.
Rob Clark?
Yes.
Kathy Griffith? Yes. Mark Ham?
Yes. Item passes, and I'm glad we're able to do something. Absolutely. This time, we're going to recess the city council meeting and convene the Moore Public Works Authority meeting. Item 17 is the consent docket.
Make a motion to approve the consent docket items A and B.
Second.
Would you call the vote?
Kathy Griffith? Yes. Sid Porter?
Yes.
Melissa Hunt?
Yes.
Louis Williams?
Yes.
Adam Webb?
Yes.
Rob Clark?
Yes.
Mark Ham?
Yes. We'll recess the Moore Public Works Authority meeting and reconvene the Moore Risk Management meeting. Item 18 is the consent docket.
Make a motion to approve consent docket A, B, and C.
Second.
Okay, we've had the motion and second. Would you call the vote?
Sid Porter?
Yes.
Melissa Hunt?
Yes.
Louis Williams?
Yes.
Adam Webb?
Yes.
Rob Clark?
Yes.
Kathy Griffith? Yes. Mark Ham?
Yes. Item passes. We'll recess the Moore Risk Management meeting and reconvene the city council meeting. All members that were present are still present. Item A, or new business, item A, citizens forum for items not on the agenda. Nobody has signed up. I see nobody that would like to talk. Item B is items from city council trustees. I would just have a couple of quick announcements. This Friday, December the 5th, if I get the date or time wrong, just yell at me, is our Christmas Spectacular. It's going to start with a Christmas tree lighting at 6:30, and then we're going to have fireworks. They're going to start at about 8:20 that evening. So if you're looking for something to do on Friday, please come out and be a part of that. There's always a lot of vendors and Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus, and the Grinch was out there last year, and our city attorney will probably be there, and
In a costume?
so if the Grinch isn't there, just look for the city attorney.
This is where?
This is at Central Park.
Okay. That's what I thought. I just wanted you to say.
I'm glad you prompted me. It'll be great. And then the next evening on the 6th is the Old Town Association's putting on the Christmas Parade of Lights, and that starts at 6 p.m. and just goes straight down Broadway and then turns and goes down Main Street. So come line the streets, and there'll be lots of candy as always, and it'll be a fun time as well. So there's a lot of things happening this weekend in More America, and we encourage and invite everybody to come out. And I would also just say what an honor it is to get to serve with all of my fellow council members and to serve with such a great city staff. Being the mayor and when I was a council person, it was always a joy. Rarely were there ever any heartaches. We just have a great city leadership and all the employees that make everything happen. So thanks very much for everything that everyone does so we can do all of these great things and not get caught up in a bunch of drama, because there's plenty of that in the world, and we don't need any more. Is there anything from the city manager?
Yes, Mayor and Council, I'd like to thank John Parker and his staff for all their hard work on the annual audit. It's obviously a very important document, and not only did we get the unmodified opinion, but with John's leadership, once again, it's been done timely and will be filed timely. Other municipalities can't make the same statement, so we're fortunate that that continues to happen.
Thank you.
Thank you. I know it's a lot of work.
Appreciate it. Would like to also congratulate Sarah Hembry, who is the customer service supervisor, on her 27 years of service. She is retiring at the end of this week. It's done a great job, and it's certainly been my pleasure to work with her the 10 years I've been here. Want to thank Dennis Bothell for recognizing that the weather forecast was wrong. And so our streets were treated with 42 gallons of the brine, so we didn't have any of the traffic problems that other cities had. So thank you, Dennis. Thank you.
You know, that really, I work at Oklahoma City Community College, and they had a Board of Regents meeting, and there was a couple of regents that live here, and they noticed that our streets were treated for the incoming weather, so people noticed, so good.
Thank you.
Good job.
And then the last thing, I know we've continued to talk about a potential sales tax increase. One thing that other municipalities are going to have to do, and this may show up in 2026, it may show up in 2027, the city of Normal would have to do this, but other municipalities will face a sales tax increase for the RTA. And the city council withdrew from the RTA 3.5 years ago in June. So again, the council, through their actions, have made sure that the city of Moore will be taken care of first, and any financing flexibility can go towards the city of Moore as opposed to the RTA, where a city may vote no, but if it carries throughout the rest of the district, it would still be enacted. So just wanted to bring that to the council's attention, since it's been a while since we've had to discuss that.
Good point.
Good point, thank you.
Okay, with that, item 20, adjournment.
So move.
Second.
Would you call the vote?
Kathy Griffith. Yes. Sid Porter.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Rob Clark.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
And we are adjourned. Thanks, everybody.